evening and welcome here to Dublin Park in Ballinasloe for a treat of under-20 hurling finals taking place here on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM over the next 2 days. Tomorrow we will have the county B1 and A hurling finals, but tonight it's a double header to look forward to. Coming up later on just after 8 o'clock is the Castle Group County Galway under-20 B hurling final between Rahul Newcastle and Michael Cusicks, and we'll have every puck of the ball for you here. But our opening game is the Castle Group County U20A1 hurling final between Carnmore and Castlegar. Carnmore have enjoyed some minor success in recent years and will hope now to translate that to under-20, but Castlegar are the defending champions. They won this competition last year against Athenry and they'll be looking for more success today. I'm Darren Kelly and I'll be joined in the commentary box by Johnny Kelly for all the coverage throughout tonight's two games. We hope you enjoy it here on Galway GATV. The opening game coming up very, very shortly. The Castle Group County under-20 A1 hurling final in Galway for 2025. Carnmore against Castlegar draws in at 6:30.
CHL Logistics, taking logistics to another level. We take care about transportation for your business. Call us today on 087 6388 730 or email us at info@chl-logistics.ie.
And thank you very much and welcome back here to the commentary box in Dublin Park in Ballinasloe. As we said, the first of 4 Galway under-20 hurling finals we're bringing to you live on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM over the next 2 evenings. And this is the Castle Group under-20 A1 final between Carnmore and the defending champions Castlegar. I'm Darren Kelly, delighted to be joined in the commentary box by Portumna's own and Offaly hurling manager Johnny Kelly. And Johnny, a big weekend of hurling. You'll be involved in it over the weekend as well, but a great opportunity for 8 clubs to get silverware for their young players.
Yeah, absolutely, Darren. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to a really good game here, the first game here between Castlegar and Carnmore. 2 great rivals, and as you said, a great opportunity for both clubs. You know, on a really important competition as well in the great scheme of things, a platform for some of these players for senior hurling in the next coming years. And indeed, some of them will probably made that break up to their senior clubs as well.
Yeah, there'll be some senior players. We'll talk about those as we go along. We'll talk more about, we might run through the 2 teams first. We'll start with Carnmore, and Carnmore are in red for this particular game. No changes to the Carnmore team that has been announced during the week, and they line out as follows. Mark Grealish in goal. Full back line of 2, Dylan O'Connell, 3, Ryan Flaherty, and 4 is Barry Higgins. The half back line were number 5, Jack McAdam, 6, Owen Collins, 7, Niall Feeney. In midfield were number 18, Spellman, partner by number 9, Brendan Fox. Half forward line 10, the captain is Mark Glynn, 11, Mark Collins, and 12, Tomas Higgins. And the inside line 13, Cormac Feeney, 14, Jamie Gervin, and 15 is Ben Morley. Johnny, Carnmore, which colours haven't been in the final in a couple of years, but they've had some good run at minor levels. Some of these players will be used to competing in finals and winning competitions as well, and they're unbeaten over the course of the season.
Yeah, look at some great displays, games that they've won at Ardrahan, Scanna, Mount Ballygun, Pierces, and some quality players there, the likes of Brendan Fox, who would have experience playing with Galway, Tomas Higgins as well. So yeah, good experience for that Carnmore team, and beat a very good Kilkenarden team in the semi-final as well. So again, this is my first time to see these guys, and they look like a good, strong physical team, and an important game for their club overall, for a team that has a proud tradition in Galway GAA. This is a big game for Carnmore.
A big game for Carnmore and a big game for Castlegar as well. They haven't met in the championship, but I think it was 1 point between them, Carnmore winning when they met in the league. That was back on the 23rd of April. Let's have a look at the Castlegar team. They are the defending champions at A1. They beat Athenry last year's final, and 10 of that starting team will line out for Castlegar today. One change from the 1 to 15 that was named during the week. In goal for Castlegar is number 1, Oisin O'Connell, 2, Brian O'Brien, 3, Cathal Joyce, and 4 is Sean Mulhare. The captain, number 5, is Jack Wall, 6, Garroge King, 7, Sean Moran. In midfield were number 8, Paddy Bradbury, and he'll be partnered now by number 17, Charlie Healy. Charlie Healy replacing number 9. The half forward line 10, Rhys Craven, 11, Keane Corcoran, 12, Dara King, and the inside line Connor Scott, 13, Michael Casey, 14, Keith Kennelly, number 15. As I mentioned mentioned, Johnny, 10 players who were a part of this environment last year when they won the county championship. They probably will come in as slight favourites, even though they have been beaten by Carnmore this season.
Yeah, slight favourites, I would say. But again, good players there all around, like Keane Corker and Garrosh King, players with experience of playing underage for Galway, as have Sean Moore and Oisin O'Connell. So again, have had some great results in the group campaign. I think they had one game that was conceded by Kilnadine, but beat Ardrahan in a semi-final by 3 points. So yeah, again, it's a game that we're all very much looking forward to.
Conditions absolutely superb here as well. We can just tell you that Castlegar are going through their huddle off screen at the moment. You can see Carnmore out there just pucking a few more balls. We were just touching on there, having a chat beforehand too. The last 3-4 years, these under-20 championships, they found their place in the Galway calendar. There's games on every 2 weeks for a competition that, I don't like to use the word, but neglected over years past. Now they've become like these Wednesday and Thursday nights we come to Dublin Park, or wherever the case may be, are looked forward to by all Galway hurling people.
Brilliant, yeah, absolutely. And it's really important for the development of players. I suppose the old format where the under-20 or the under-21 championship was squeezed in at the end of the year wasn't ideal for spectators, supporters, or anyone. It was doing no one any favours. But this format, which is here I think for 3 years now, it really gives these players a chance to perform during the summer. Obviously there's a clash there with Senior Day Championship as well, but it's a way better format, and we have a fine evening here, albeit a breezy evening. But again, it's all about developing these players, and I think it's been a great success.
It has been a great success, and for 8 of the clubs that competed across the top 4 tiers, of course, there was a Siege Championship a few weeks ago there as well. This is their opportunity to play on the biggest stage for many. There will be their biggest game so far in their club careers, as you've touched on already, Johnny. Some have represented Galway at minor and under 20. Some have represented their senior team at the moment. Indeed, some of these players that we're watching here today will be in action in the senior and intermediate championships last weekend.
That's exactly it, yeah. And actually, for the younger players on this that haven't actually broke through onto the senior panel, it's obviously an opportunity for them, and obviously maybe an initial start for the likes of Gavin Carey, who takes over our Galway under 20 team, to view 8 teams over this course of 2 days, which is a brilliant opportunity for everyone. So I think we're getting ready to go here.
Yeah, of course, the timing of that announcement's perfect too as well. I know that we'll see many Galway managers and selectors over the next couple of days, but we are getting ready to go. It looks like the Carnmore are attacking the goal to the left as you see it on your screen. There is a strong wind blowing to the right, the town goal here in Dublin Park and Ballinasloe. So it looks like that is going to favour Castlegar in the first half. Can they use the experience gained in last year to their advantage? We will see as everybody's getting themselves off. Of course, Curl Wade, well experienced at playing hurling himself, is the man in the middle. We're just having a look there for any positional changes. It looks like we might have 1 or 2. Mark Collins and Cormac Feeney look to have swapped for Carnmore. We'll have a look at Castlegar in a moment. Johnny will run through those, but the ball is thrown in. The game is on, and the first of the 2025 Galway under 20 hurling finals is underway, and that is the A1 decider. Castlegar in the green and white, launching an attack down to the right, looking for the early score, but Ryan Flaherty and Barry Higgins are battling there in the Carnmore defence. Keith Kennelly is number 15 for Castlegar, but it's Carnmore that win the free out, and a chance for them now to launch their first attack, Johnny.
Yeah, good defensive play there from Carnmore. Big high ball into Michael Casey, who looks like a powerfully built man on the edge of the square for Castlegar, but 3-man full forward line on both sides at the moment, so no tactical stuff straight away.
Mark Reelish is the goalkeeper for Carnmore, and he sends one down. You can just see now how the wind is testing there. Only gets around to the 45-metre line. Castlegar take possession. Sean Moore, and the man with the ball, gives the pass off to number 8, Paddy Bradbury, and Paddy Bradbury sends the ball in down towards the attack down. This is an opportunity for Castlegar to go for the opening score of the game. It is Michael Casey that puts the ball over the bar. We have played exactly 1 minute and 1 point to nil to Castlegar.
Yeah, that's the second ball that came into Michael there, and he did really well to take the ball in front of the full back, and a good score.
A good score by him as well as the play continues on, and the ball breaks in the middle of the park. Carnmore, again, it's Paddy Bradbury that takes the ball, finds a teammate, and they'll move it towards the centre. Number 13 is Connor Scott, and Connor Scott's going to have a goal from distance, and that one just goes out to the left and wide. Good work by Rhys Craven in that move as well, as everybody just get themselves in position for the next puck out, and Mark Reelish doesn't waste any time, gets a bit of distance on that. That's a great take on the occasion by Tomas Tomas Higgins, and Tomas Higgins in the white helmet is on the move now for Carnmore as a player out to the right. They get a bit closer in towards the goal. It'll come back now towards Ben Morley. Ben Morley, number 15, trying to find a way inside. Castlegar getting their defenders in the way there. There is a Carnmore player in the mix. Mark Collins, of course, started the game at corner for Morley with the shot, and a save there by Oisin O'Connell. It goes out for a 65, but a snapshot like that and a good save from the keeper.
Good save from the keeper. A good initial run from Tomas Higgins. Just the pass was just a little bit too high, but a really good snapshot there from Ben, and a great save.
Great save there by Oisin O'Connell. We're going to go out for the 65, and Carnmore will have the chance now to try and get themselves on level terms. They started off the championship campaign beating Ardrahan, Scanlon, Ballymalloch and Porrick Pierces to get a home semi-final, and they got the result there in that, 124 to 19 points to book their place in this decider. So number 11 is Mark Collins. He is going to take the free, and he's just going to take his time there as the Dugan Park goes quiet in respect for the free taker. Mark Collins represented Galway's under 14 back in 2019, puts the ball over the bar 3 minutes into the game, and it's a point apiece.
Good score for Mark, yeah.
Good score by Mark there as well. So 1 point apiece here now in this final. And play we start with Oisin O'Connell, the goalkeeper for Castlegar. This might bring out nicely. Keegan-Ellie is there and waits for a teammate to help out. Carnmore have the bodies back, and they'll try and get this away through Barry Higgins, and Barry Higgins will send it up towards the 45-metre line where Mark Glenn, the Carnmore captain, gets involved in the action. The sun is still out here in Dugan Park, Ballinasloe. By the time we finish the two games, no doubt the floodlights will be on. Owen Collins with the ball down the right towards Tomas Higgins. Tomas Higgins didn't manage to keep it in play on that occasion, and it is going to be a sideline cut the far side of the field for Castlegar. And it looks like the red helmet of Jack Wall will be the man to restart the action. So just inside the 65-metre line, Jack Wall gets underneath the ball, gets good distance on as well, down towards Michael Casey. Michael Casey tried to pick it up. Carnmore defending hard. Castlegar still have possession, and again good defending by Carnmore, and good work by the fullback Ryan Flaherty, not just once but twice. He had to take that ball and ensure that Carnmore held on to it. We'll get Johnny's thoughts in a moment, because Carnmore haven't wasted any time. Down in towards the attack, looking for Jamie Garvin. Jamie Garvin, the number 14, is that gone over, is it? It has indeed. And Jamie Garvin puts the ball over the bar, and all of a sudden Carnmore are point in front.
Yeah, great defending by Carnmore initially, and a really quick free then from Owen Collins, and found the inside forward with quick clever play and a good score for Carnmore. 2
points to Carnmore, 1 point to Castlegar. Oisin O'Connell restarting the action as well. The 2024 champions a point down with the win, but they have a chance to level here as Connor Scott, who scored a goal as a substitute in that final 12 months ago, tries to find his way inside, but it's Ryan Flaherty again, taking possession for Carnmore. Down towards the left to Mark Glenn. Mark Glenn on his own 20-metre line. Thought about sending the delivery, decides to move up a few steps. Good awareness there. And Carnmore linking up very well. Dean Spellman in towards the attack inside the 65-metre line. Ben Morley, the man who forced the save from Oisin O'Connell, going a bit further. Takes the shoulder of Jack Wall, illegally so, says the referee. But Ben Morley keeping very, very active in this game, and Carnmore will have a chance for Mark Collins to stretch the lead.
Yeah, just noticeable very much there that Oisin O'Connell, the goalkeeper, has gone along with the last two poke-outs right down on top of Michael Casey. And then Carnmore, in fairness, them have defended very well, and as a consequence, they have space to attack and counter-attack, which they've done quite well.
So Mark Collins getting ready to take the free here. We have played 5.5 minutes of this under 20 A1 hurling final in Galway. Carnmore looking to go 2 points in front, and Mark Collins doesn't disappoint. You can hear the Carnmore supporters in front of us here in the commentary box. They were happy to see that. 3 points to 1. Castlegar again getting on with it quickly, but Owen Collins, as Johnny mentioned there, well involved, trying to drive his team on. They are in a winning habit, this Carnmore team, but Castlegar also in a winning habit. Both teams unbeaten. The ball breaks now into the direction of Derek King. Send it down the left. It looks like Jack Wall is going to have a snapshot at the post. That goes out to the left and wide. Another wide for Castlegar in the game. The short puck out to Dylan O'Connell. Gives it to Ryan Flaherty. Ryan Flaherty up in the 45-metre line. Skips the tackle. Passes the ball to Brendan Fox. Brendan Fox there surrounded by defenders, and he took too many steps. Good defending there by Keane Corcoran, it looked like. Yeah. It just stood awkward, Johnny, and got the free for Castlegar.
Yeah, just overcooked the short play coming out. A really good quick puck out, and and Ryan Flaherty did well to break through with an extra pass in midfield turned over by Castlegar.
So Castlegar will get a chance to get their first score since the second minute. Of course, we've only played 5 minutes of the game, 7 minutes in total, 5 since that. And it's going to be number 10, Rhys Craven, that will take this free in the middle of the park. He should be able to have the distance. Will he have the accuracy? Rhys Craven in the white helmet on your screen goes for the posts. It looks good. It's gone over the bar. And Castlegar get the score. Back to a 1-point ball game, 2 points to 3.
Yep. Puck out.
So a quick puck out again, out the field. Rhys Craven underneath that for Castlegar. Teammate there takes possession. They move it down the left-hand side of the field. This is good. Keane Corcoran, the man that won the free just beforehand. Did he get enough to get that? He did, because I wasn't too sure about the contact originally, but he hit it very well, Johnny. The sides are level at 3-all.
He did indeed, and coming off the back of 2 quick puck outs from the Carnmore goalkeeper, but obviously quick turnovers from Castlegar, and the result in 2 points from Castle.
So Castlegar back on level terms in this game as Mark Grealish gets the ball out the field. Goes out over the line, the far side of the field. Looks like this time it's going to be a Carnmore ball. As you can see there, the sun out to graces for the first of these 4 under-20 hurling finals. Carnmore and Castlegar still involved in there with their flagship teams at adult level. Mark Collins takes the sideline cut, decided to have a go at the post. Not to be, and the ball goes out to the right and wide, opening wide of the game for Carnmore. And Oisin O'Connell there looking to organise the troops and get ready to go again. And he drives the ball down the field. And it's taken by Michael Casey. As Johnny said, Michael Casey is the target. Just didn't look up, and Niall Feeney getting in the way. Niall Feeney had a great performance for Carnmore against Crobble at the weekend in the Intermediate Championship. Brings it up towards the 45-metre line down the field, but it's going to be taken by Jack Wall. And Jack Wall moves a bit further, but runs into a red jersey. Needs support. The ball comes out towards the right. Keane Corcoran just didn't have the height to keep that. Well, it's still in play nonetheless. And everybody keeping an eye who gets a touch in this. The ball on the line. The linesman he acknowledges he put the hand up, so I'd imagine, Johnny, we're going to have a throw in here.
Looks like a throw in. Good battle already developing between Michael Casey and Ryan Flaherty. Michael obviously is a target for Castlegar, but Ryan has done really well on the last 3 or 4 occasions to come out with possession.
Yeah, in fairness, the linesman just put the hand up, said, yeah, I made a mistake. No harm done. Play continues on. Rhys Craven with the ball for Castlegar, trying to get inside Mark Collins, just outside the 45-metre line. And this now is number 15, Keeganelli. And Keeganelli with a pass in the direction of Connor Scott. Didn't happen for Connor on that occasion. Niall Feeney with the interception, gives the ball to Tomas Higgins. And Tomas Higgins will send it down the field, but only as far as Garage King, a key player for Castlegar. Gives it to Jack Wall. Jack Wall is going to go from his own 65-metre line, and the umpire says it's over the bar. An excellent score, arguably the score of the game. A good link up into the half-backs, and Jack Wall hit it from distance.
Yeah, Garage King initially cut out the supply from Niall Feeney, and a good pass to Jack and a great score.
Carnmore tried to respond to Jamie Gervin. I think there was a touch in it there by Sean Moore, and Castlegar have possession again and will bring it out towards the 65-metre line. Good control there by Rhys Craven. Rhys Craven looking for support. It comes from Jack Wall back to Rhys. And Rhys Craven will push over to the 65-metre line as a player free inside. It's Paddy Bradbury. And Paddy Bradbury might go over the post here himself. Barry Higgins did enough to put him up and not enough to stop the attack. Keeganelli with the shot, and it's gone over the bar. Yep. And Castlegar are on a roll now, 4 in a row. Keeganelli with the latest, and it's 5 points to 3.
Yeah, great vision from Rhys Craven, and actually good refereeing from Carol Wade. Let the free advantage continue, and a great score.
Let the advantage continue, and play continues on now towards the middle of the park. Brian O'Brien down the left-hand side, but only finds his opposite number 2, Dylan O'Connell for Carnmore. Gives it inside towards Dean Spellman. And Dean Spellman will move up the right in the red and white helmet. In towards a 2-man attack, is it? Castlegar just have a body in the way, but Mark Collins is the 3rd man in for Carnmore. Brian O'Brien trying to hold on to the ball. The linesman kept very busy the far side of the field with sideline cuts in this game.
Yep. Castlegar have got on top in their half-back line at the moment. They're winning most of the puck-outs from Carnmore, so yeah, they're doing really well across their half-back line. Nicely delicate ball in the direction of Rhys Craven. Rhys Craven puts it forward there, just a bit of a mix-up, and Carnmore will take back possession. The free is won. The free won by Niall Feeney. And this will be a chance now for Mark Collins to get Carnmore back up and running. Lots of scores in the game. That's good. Niall Feeney And Rhys Craven is another jewel that's really catching the eye at the moment. Two good players.
Two good players, and indeed two very influential players for their respective teams. Mark Collins getting ready to take this free. Carnmore were minor A champions in 2019, minor B champions in 2021. A pool of players now representing their club at intermediate level. Mark Collins with the free. He puts the ball over the bar. Carnmore get the score. It's back to a 1 point ball game, 5 points to 4.
Yeah, really economical free taker, Mark. Really good striker of the ball.
Oisin O'Connell sends it down towards Michael Casey country again. Doesn't get possession on the occasion. Carnmore turned the ball over to Moss Higgins. Good block there by Jack Wall. Castlegar take the ball in towards the middle to Charlie Healy, wearing number 17, but he started the game. Sending it down towards the attack. Derek King was trying to get his hands on that, but good defending by Barry Higgins for Carnmore. Ball goes out over the line, the far side of the field.
Yep. Just an example again of Castlegar being very dominant in their half-back line, cutting out a lot of supply and good deliveries to the inside forwards. A
lot of the play, Johnny, has happened the far side of the field as we look at it on the screen there. Like the linesman, the far side has been kept very, very busy. Would that be an indication that that wind is blowing towards the town goal, is probably pushing in towards that far corner a bit more? It looks like a way. Obviously, Mark Grealish in goals for Carnmore has favoured that side of the field for his puck out. So, as I said, I think Carnmore really need to get to grips with their own puck out. They need to get to grips here with defence, because Rhys Craven's ball from the sideline cut was awkward, but Owen Collins deals with it again, and that's touched on the ground by Mark Glenn for Carnmore in the red. But it's back to Castlegar. Tried to pull the ball. Defenders standing firm for Carnmore, but Castlegar will have another go. Moving down the right hand side of the field. This now is Paddy Bradbury. He'll go for the shot there. Oh! And Derek King was there just waiting for the touch. It didn't come from him. And Mark Grealish said thank you very much. Yeah, a really dangerous ball in, and just a slight touch, and that was in the back of the net. The one goal could be important in this. Down the other end of the field, Carnmore have won a free. Yep, really important free for Carnmore, just to break that dominance of the Castlegar half-back line. And this will be a chance now. Mark Collins doing the business so far for himself. This will be his 4th point of the game if it goes over the bar, and this will bring it back to a level ball game as we come up towards the 14-minute mark here in Duggan Park in Ballinasloe. This broadcast brought to you by on Galway GATV, by Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. Mark Collins to take the free and to level the sides again. It'll be level for the 3rd time if it goes over the bar. He takes the free, no doubt about it, Johnny. The ball goes over the bar. It's 5 points apiece. 5 points apiece, yeah. Very well matched, two teams. Interesting to see now where they got Castle got a short puck out. Short puck out to Paddy Bradbury. He's been busy there when he's been given possession. Sends it out towards the left to Jack Wall. Jack Wall will move up towards the 45-metre line. Tried to send it in towards Rhys Craven, but Tomas Higgins gets in the way for Carnmore, and he moves up the field, skipping between the two 65-metre lines. A supporter in the crowd says, come on, Tomas. She's celebrating for Carnmore. Will they be celebrating at the end? That is the question. Castlegar will have other ideas. They win the ball back. Good work by Sean Moore on that occasion. Down the field, but Carnmore, no one to knock the ball down. Brendan Fox takes possession. He played minor for Galway in 2023 and 2024, and all of a sudden the ball is down towards the Derry Mullen goal, and Castlegar needs to be careful because Jamie Garvin has possession for Carnmore, trying to find a way inside. Good defending. Well, it was good defending by Cathal Joyce. He stopped the forward going through, but not without conceding the free, and Carnmore will get the opportunity to try and go back in front. Yeah, and indeed Owen Collins at 6 for Carnmore has become very influential over the last 5-10 minutes. Like a really good delivery inside and good pick up from who would be inside, James Girvan, and took on the Castlegar defence and won the free. So Mark Collins will get ready to go for this again. We told you about his under 14 exploits in the past. Of course, he was also Galway minor hurler in 2022. Big year for himself. Can he help his club win a county under 20 title tonight? 16 minutes gone in the game. Mark Collins, the red jersey, the red helmet, the red socks, right at the D, takes the shot just with enough venom to keep Castlegar guessing, but the ball goes over the bar, and Carnmore go back in front, 6 points to 5. 6 points to 5, yeah. How's it going to puck out? So okay. Castlegar won't panic. Short puck out in the direction of Cathal Joyce. Cathal Joyce sends it forward, but Niall Feeney, also grown influential in this game, has the ball, gives a flick out towards the right. Good play again. This is Tomas Higgins. He took the pass from Mark Glenn. Castlegar just throwing a body in the way there, trying to get it, but Tomas Higgins might have another go. Out the far side, has support if he can find him. High challenge goes in. Curl Wade, the referee, has their hand out, so we're going to go for the free.
Yep. I think it's noticeable both teams have struggled on their own short puck out over the last 5-10 minutes. That's the second time that Castle have gone short and actually ultimately ended up with the Carnmore gaining possession. Not a free here for Mark.
And if this goes over the bar, it'll be 4 in a row for Carnmore. Castlegar have already done 4 in a row in this game. So Mark Collins out on the right, not straightforward due to the blustery enough wind going against him.
Yep, not an easy free now at all.
But he's playing with the confidence at the moment of a man that believes he can put it over. Just 1 wide for Carnmore, 2 for Castlegar if you're keeping note at home. Mark Collins takes the... Whoa! I don't know if that deliberate or not, but Oisin O'Connell wasn't taking any chances. And that ball dropping down, we'll get Johnny's thoughts on that in a moment. The free dropping down for the goalkeeper, Oisin O'Connell. And Carnmore now are going to bring it up the field again. Ryan Flaherty with possession. Tries to send it into space, but Jack Wall will take that ball. Tries to give it to a teammate. They only had the 65-yard line working their way through. The teammate, of course, was Brian O'Brien. But Castlegar still in possession. Rhys Craven will go for a shot at the posts, and Rhys Craven with it, and that goes over the bar. That's definitely a 2-point swing, at least, Johnny. But going back to the score,
I think Mark, I think he mishit that. A great catch from Niall Feeney.
Great catch it is indeed, and they're moving up the field again. Niall Feeney with the shot at the post. It's gone over the bar. Some good scores in this game. Very hard to keep up with it here in our own notes. But Carnmore go back in front very, very quickly. 7 points to 6.
Probably scored a game. A quick puck out to Niall Feeney in the middle of the field, coming from wing back, and he's moved to midfield now actually, and a good score.
So on we continue on here. The standard, the quality, exactly what we're hoping for on our midweek magic that is Wednesday night here in Duggan Park in Ballinasloe, as Castlegar and Keith Kennelly sends the ball across, finds Rhys Craven again as he found his range in this match, drops it to the hands of the goalkeeper Mark Grealish, and Mark Grealish will take his time, have a look at the options, and he sends the ball out the field, a long drive down towards enemy territory. Castlegar defenders miss it. It's not being missed by Jamie Gervin, but he didn't take possession of the ball just yet. He did the second time of asking, he has it, trying to offload it out towards Tomas Higgins. Tomas Higgins against Paddy Bradbury. And Paddy Bradbury not making it easy, but Tomas Higgins still in control of the stitter. He doesn't have it. Well, that was the past tense because it's won back by Charlie Healy for Castlegar. And now they're playing with the ball just on their own 45-yard line. The free has been won by the men east of the city of Galway. Sean Moran lashes the ball down the field. It'll be a great score if it goes over, not to be on that occasion. Third wide, but the pace gradually picking up, Johnny.
Yeah, initially Carol Wade gave the free, allowed advantage, and unfortunately for Castlegar, as Paddy took the shot, it tailed wide. Carol took his hands down and didn't go back for the free.
So Castlegar to restart the action. They started with wins against Bully Kiltormer, Kilkinarn and Kildeem Leitrim on their way to this decider. Mark Grealish then down towards the attack, and this is an opportunity here now for Ben Morley. Ben Morley moving within range for a shot at the post, puts the ball over the bar. 20 minutes gone in the game. It's Ben Morley with the point. Carnmore go 2 in front, 8-6.
Just a missed pick up from Castlegar there, and Ben benefited from a good pick up and moved forward and good score again.
Oisin O'Connell has earned his keep in the early stages of this game with 2 saves in the match. Sends it down again towards Michael Casey. As Johnny said, that's the target. Mark really happy to help that ball out over the line, even though probably went a bit slower than he would have liked, but he restarts the action very, very quickly, the far side of the field. And Niall Feeney in the middle third, moving up, but Charlie Healy not making it easy for him. Turns in his left hand side, sends it in towards the attack, towards the white helmet of Ben Morley. Ben Morley, though, he did manage to get the ball back. I thought for a moment Brian O'Brien had it, but no, it's Ben Morley. Ben Morley on the move, plays it into space. This is good by Ben Morley out towards the left. Opportunity for Mark Glynn, a shot, a goal! A goal for Carnmore into the back of the net, and what a strike, what a score.
Great score, well constructed, and again a really quick puck out from Mark Grealish. Niall Feeney, who's having a really good game at wing back. Ben Morley takes it on a great pass and a great finish in at the end by, who do we got? 14, Jamaica Gervin.
Yeah, well, did Gervin get the touch in it there? I thought it was Mark Glynn originally, but you'll be right.
Yeah, exactly, Mark.
We'll have a look back in that in a bit as the ball goes out to the left and wide in response for Castlegar. So 1-8 to Carnmore, 6 points to Castlegar, and it has to be stated that Carnmore will have the wind in the second half. Now, the wind never won a game of hurling, but they'll be in a much happier position. Castlegar will not. The Carnmore manager is Aaron Fox. Mark Grealish is the goalkeeper. Out the field, and it's 12 who takes the ball, and it's Tomas Higgins. Tomas Higgins on the move there, down towards the right, gives the pass off for Mark Collins. Mark Collins with possession, and again Mark Glynn is free if he can see him. Mark Collins will go for the move. The referee says too many steps.
Bit harsh, I thought, but to be fair, Carroll is right on the spot, and I back with that decision.
I think a few Carnmore supporters in here will agree with you now as well, Johnny. But Castlegar won't mind getting the break there just to get themselves back up and running. They've been very consistent in these under-20 competitions. They were semi-finalists against Kinvara, where Castlegar, back in 2023, as Rhys Craven restarts the action, sends it down in towards the attack. Good touch by Enda Collins. Broke out there for Keegan Alley, but he again was blocked down with the Carnmore defence. The referee says the Castlegar number 15 was fouled.
Yeah, dangerous ball in, well defended by Owen Collins initially. Possibly, I don't know who was fouled on that occasion, but again, a chance for Castlegar now to bring it back to 4-point game. Yeah,
Keegan Alley was the man that was in the middle of all that. But Rhys Craven is the man that's going to take this free. It feels like an eternity since Castlegar scored. It was only 5 minutes ago. Yeah. But so much has happened since.
Yeah, Castle got an initial personal patch of 4 points or 3 or 4 points on the trot, and then obviously Carnmore have really turned the game on its head with that goal.
Rhys Craven with the free, puts the ball over the bar. 23 minutes gone, a score that Castlegar needed. And it's 1-8 to 7 points. Still very tight regarding the overall destination of this match and who will win this contest. But Carnmore in the favourites position at the moment. Mark Grealish, long ball down the field. Again, players jump up for it. Tomas Higgins might win the race for this. Mark Glynn was there in front of him and he gives it to the captain. Mark Glynn with the shot. He'll be disappointed to put that to the right and wide.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Carnmore half Hurling is starting to break down their long puck out, and they're getting a bit of joy on the break. Here we go into Michael Casey again. Michael
Casey there just gets away from Ryan Flaherty in this occasion. Can he keep it in play? He does manage to keep it in play. Michael Casey will need a bit of help. The help comes from Sean Moran. Charlie Healy, I should say, sorry, the number 17, but it's number 12, Derek King, that's going to have a shot at the post. He did well to get that, and Derek King puts the ball over the bar, a difficult enough left angle. That'll give Castlegar a lift.
That was a good score because of a really tight angle along the sideline, and it's one that Castlegar badly needed.
Castlegar 8 points, Carnmore 1-8 here in the County Galway under 20A1 hurling final of 2025. This is Sean Moran. He wears number 7, and he gives the pass off to Paddy Bradbury. Paddy Bradbury will find Garage King, and Garage King sends it down in towards the attack. Michael Casey will race onto this again. He'll just about keep it in play, but Ryan Flaherty never too far away. Michael Casey trying to get inside. The Carnmore full back goes to ground, but was fouled, says the referee. Carnmore getting a bit of a break here in a couple of scores. Can they add a third and bring it back to a 2-point ball game?
Yeah, the last couple of balls went inside there to Michael Casey. He's done really well to win possession, and on this occasion wins another free for Castlegar, which is bringing him right back into the game.
Rhys Craven will come out to take this. Just outside the 20-metre line. And this will bring it back to a 2-point ball game. Good crowd here in front of us in the commentary box. The main stand in Duggan Park, very full. The terrace, the far side of the field, and you might have noticed in your screen there as Rhys Craven takes the free. It's gone over the bar. He gets the score. 5 minutes to half time. It's a 2-point ball game. 9 points to 1-8.
Yeah, back from 5 points down, back to 2, and it's. So Castlegar pushed up on the puck out now on Carnmore, so Carnmore don't have the options they had to go short previously.
Yeah, I think I've counted 4 different swings of momentum in the first half of this game alone. It's setting up nicely for the second period as Carnmore look for another one. Tomas Higgins has been very busy, the Carnmore number 12. Trying to just gain a few more yards. Indeed, he's continued to keep going. Has Sean Moran on his tail. And I think it was one of the defenders got a touch on it there as well. And I think it's the man that's in possession. And that might have been Garage King. And Sean Moran now has the ball. We'll move it out towards Paddy Bradbury. But Mark Collins getting in the way. Castlegar's in and down towards the attack. But Enda Collins is going to win the race for this. And Owen Collins, the number 6, with the ball. Down in the direction of Cormac Feeney. Cormac Feeney trying to move it a bit further up the field. And Castlegar's defenders getting in the way. They've gotten the last 3 scores of the match. In towards Charlie Healy. Good touch there to put it into space. Niall Feeney on his tail there. Pull that over the line. Looks like this is going to be a Carnmore ball.
Yeah, Owen Collins is mopping up any misplaced deliveries that Castlegar put down into that half-back line of Carnmore. So they need to avoid him if they're going to go with those deliveries. he's holding centre back well, and as I said, mopping up any loose deliveries from Castlegar.
He's playing his part, of course. He represented Galway in the Celtic Challenge in 2024. There's a Castlegar player just in a bit of discomfort at the moment, so we might have a hold up and play. It'll be the first hold up in the match. An enjoyable first half, it has to be said here.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Carnmore 1-8, Castlegar 9 points. Just trying to make out from the distance the player that's receiving attention. Of course, we've live coverage of 2 finals here today. The under-20B hurling final between Round Newcastle and Michael Cusick's is coming up at 8 o'clock. And then tomorrow, another double delight of hurling final action in Galway. St. Thomas's against Portumna, the B1 final, thrown in 6:30 tomorrow, again live here on Galway GATV. And then we'll follow that with the main event, Loughrea against O'More Mary in the A hurling final. Mark Lynn wants to create his own main event here. Didn't get possession on that occasion, and Castlegar had the ball. Paddy Bradbury tries to get it away, but only as far as Jamie Garvin. Jamie Garvin with the shot. That goes out to the right and wide.
Probably had more time than he thought. It was just a snapshot. He probably had time to settle himself and take a better shot at. Oh, here we go again.
Yeah, Carnmore building up their wides as well. It was Castlegar at the start of the game, but now Carnmore adding a few. This is Keeganelli. They're moving inside on the left. We'll go for a shot at the post, and that goes to the right and wide.
Probably needed to take it on a little bit more and make sure of the score.
There's over 2 minutes to go to half time. 2 points between the teams. Mark Grealish gets us going again. Long ball down the field. Castlegar win possession. Good interchange of play, but Mark Collins gone the way there for a touch for Carnmore.
Free to Castle here, shoulder to the chest.
Jack Wall, the man that's down the ground. He, of course, is the captain of Castlegar and has shown his leadership qualities with the club, being the voice for their Win a Home fundraiser. Getting out there, doing what he can for his team. And Rhys Craven, no doubt, will be the person that will have a go at this. Exactly, or just a couple of yards out of halfway. We'll keep an eye, no doubt, how much added time will be added. We'll be informed very, very shortly. Rhys Craven with the free for Castlegar. I think they like it. It's gone over the bar. 29 minutes gone in the game, and it's back to 1 point, 10 points to 1-8.
Obviously, free taking a huge part of the game, and Rhys obviously a very good free taker for Castlegar, and they're right back in it now.
Mark Grealish just slowing it down a bit on this occasion, sending it out towards the 65-metre line. Players of both teams jump for the ball, but Mark Lynn is the man that has it. Niall Feeney sending it across, but Castlegar will get this. Rhys Craven, the man, though, intercepted the ball, going for the shot from play into the hands of the goalkeeper from Carnmore. Mark Grealish brings it up towards the 20-metre line, flicks it forward in the direction of Barry Higgins. It might just go a bit too far for him, and Castlegar's number 10 wants to finish with a flourish. Carnmore have managed to hold on to it. Not too long, Charlie Healy. Castlegar going backwards, but still have the ball. This is going to fall into Owen Collins. And again...
Yeah, his positional sense is very good. As he sees Castlegar attack, he drops back into the pocket, and he's clearing up a lot of possession.
He's reading the game well. Dean Spellman sends it down in towards the attack, towards Cormac Feeney. Cormac Feeney with the pass off to Mark Collins from play. Mark Collins with the shot. Carnmore get the score. We're just got into injury time, and it's 1-9 to 10 points.
Yeah, as I said, Owen cutting it out, and Mark at the other end putting it over the bar.
So Levin touches it down. That's Keane Corcoran. Charlie Healy back to Garage King. Garage, of course, is going under 20 this year with a shot at the post, and he puts the ball over the bar. Yep. Good response by Castlegar, and it's back to 1 point again.
Yeah, indeed, the two guys are marking each other just score for score. Garage King and Mark Collins previous.
1-9 to Carnmore, 11 points to Castlegar. The yellow helmet there for Sean Mulhare for Castlegar. Ball goes out over the line. A sideline cut for the boys in green. Can they get level before the break? Even the psychological lift of being all square after having the wind. They'll happily take it. Oisin O'Connell had stepped out from the goal. I think he was thinking about taking it, but no, it's going to be Garage King. I'm just saying the Galway under 20 this year. Send it down the field, everybody standing off the ball. Michael Casey thought about it. High challenge. As Owen Collins is going to ground. We might have another hold up. The hands were just left out them on that occasion.
Yeah, just stepped into the challenge, and unfortunately for Michael, he trapped high, but no more action taken. Quick free, and away we go again.
A quick free from the hands, and off we go again. Dylan O'Connell sends it down in towards the attack. This is Cormac Feeney. Cormac Feeney coming inside. All of a sudden, it's opened up for Carnmore. Cormac Feeney running through with the challenge. Goes for the shot.
Free.
We're going back for the free anyway. But Castlegar was scrambling to stop that ball going over the line.
Yeah, Cormac seems to has great pace, and anytime he gets possession in front of Castlegar, he's able to take them on, and dangerous inside forward.
So he's won the free there that Mark Collins no doubt will take. I think we've had a yellow card for Jack Wall with a challenge. So first yellow card of the game. 2 minutes of injury time have been played. We didn't hear an announcement of much out of time will be played, so I could imagine that this might be the last bit of play of the first half. This will put Carnmore 2 points in front. Mark Collins on the edge of the D. Takes the free, puts the ball over the bar. 33 minutes gone and Carnmore get another score. 110 to 11 points. And the referee has blown the half-time whistle. Carnmore with a 2-point advantage here. Johnny Kelly, your overall thoughts in the first half?
Yeah, really entertaining first half. I think Carnmore will be really happy to go in with 2 points up and the breeze to come. But as we said before, the breeze doesn't win any game. Really impressed with Owen Collins' positioning at centre back, Mark Collins at centre forward. Tomas Higgins has done really well, and Niall Finney. On the other side, Rhys Craven, he's had a really good game, as has Jack Wall. So look, it's a really good game, really 2 teams that are evenly matched, and we're really looking forward to the second half.
We're looking forward to the second half. We'll have full coverage of the second half of this Castle Group Galway Under-20 A1 Hurling Championship Final coming up in about 5 to 10 minutes time. Don't go away, we'll have highlights of the opening half of this game, but it's Carnmore that have the advantage. The goal by Mark Lynn on 21 minutes, giving them a 2-point lead. The half-time score here in Duggan Park at the A1 Hurling Championship Final, it's Carnmore 110, Castlegar 11 points. Paddy Bradbury, and Paddy Bradbury sends the ball in down towards the attack now. This is an opportunity for Castlegar to go for the opening score of the game. It is in respect for the free taker. Mark Collins represented Galway's under-14 back in 2019. Puts the ball, haven't wasted any time, down in towards the attack, looking for Jamie Garvin. Jamie Garvin, the number 14. He's that gone over, is it? Minutes of this under-20 A1 hurling final in Galway. Carnmore looking to go 2 points in front, and Mark Collins doesn't disappoint. Even in the white helmet on your screen, goes for the posts. It looks good, it's gone over the bar, and Castlegar get the score. Back to one side of the field. This is good. Keane Corcoran, the man that won the free just beforehand. Did he get enough to get that? He did, because I wasn't too sure about the for Castlegar. Gives it to Jack Wall. Jack Wall is going to go from his own 65-metre line, and the umpire says it's over the bar. Barry Higgins did enough to put him up, and not enough to stop the attack. Keith Kennelly with the shots, and it's gone over the bar. Yep. A pool of players now representing their club at intermediate level. Mark Collins with the free. He puts the ball over the bar. Yep. The sides again will be level for the 3rd time if it goes over the bar. He takes the free. No doubt about it, Johnny. The ball goes over the bar. Red helmet. The Red Sox. Right at the D. Takes the shot. But Castlegar still in possession. Rhys Craven will go for a shot at the posts. And Rhys Craven with it, and that goes over the bar. That's definitely a great catch it is indeed, and they're moving up the field again. Niall Feeney with the shot at the post. It's gone over the bar. Then down towards the attack, and this is an opportunity here now for Ben Morley. Ben Morley moving within range for a shot at the post, puts the ball over the bar. The white helmet of Ben Morley. Ben Morley, though, he did manage to get the ball back. I thought for a moment Brian O'Brien had it, but no, it's Ben Morley. Ben Morley on the move, plays it into space. This is good by Ben Morley out towards the left. Opportunity for Mark Lynn, a shot, a goal! A goal!
Obviously, Carnmore have really turned the game in its head with that goal.
Rhys Craven with the free, puts the ball over the bar. 23 minutes gone, has scored at number 17, but it's number 12, Derek King, that's going to have a shot at the post. He did well to get that, and Derek King puts the ball over the bar. In front of us in the commentary box, the main stand in Duggan Park, very full. The terrace, the far side of the field, and you might have noticed in your screen there as Rhys Craven takes the front very, very shortly. Rhys Craven with the free for Castlegar. I think they like it. It's gone over the bar. Twinning towards the attack towards Cormac Feeney. Cormac Feeney with the pass off to Mark Collins from play. Mark Collins with the shot. Carnmore gets Charlie Healy. Back to Garage King. Garage, of course, is going under 20 this year with a shot at the post. And he puts the ball over the bar. Takes the free, puts the ball over the bar. 33 minutes gone.
CHL Logistics, taking logistics to another level. We take care about transportation for your business. Call us today on 087 6388 730 or email us at info@chl-logistics.ie.
Good evening, thank you very much, and welcome back here to Dublin Park in Ballinasloe as we get ready for the second half of the Castle Group Galway Under-20 A1 hurling final. Carnmore with the advantage at the break. Carnmore 110, Castlegar 11 points as Castlegar are coming back in the field of play. Darren Kelly here, joined by Johnny Kelly. Johnny, what will Castlegar be saying to themselves at half time? Because they'll be disappointed. Carnmore have been the better team, we've acknowledged that, but they'll be disappointed to be 2 points down after having the win.
I think Castlegar need a greater spread of scores. I think they're very reliant on Rhys Craven at the moment. I know Derek King got a great score, but Carnmore have possibly more players playing a slightly bit better. So Castle will really need a greater return from the rest of their forwards. Game on.
The game is on, the ball is thrown in. I'm going to correct myself as well. Jamie Gerwin was the man that got the goal for Carnmore in the first half there as well. The number 14 for them, so apologies to Jamie for not giving you the credit you deserved at the time. That's the difference between the teams. Carnmore 110, Castlegar 11 points, and an unforced error from Castlegar at the start of the second period will give Carnmore an opportunity to get things up and running. We'll run through the scores for you in just a few minutes from this first half. Of course, both teams are here for the second game that we'll have live on Galway GATV, and as the meeting of Round Newcastle and Michael Cusick's in the B decider coming up at 8 o'clock. Carnmore, Mark Collins has found a teammate. I don't know if it's the intended teammate, but it is Mark Lynn, and Mark Lynn gets the point on that occasion. Opening score of the second half inside a minute, Johnny.
Yeah, probably misplaced a sideline ball. It went through a couple of legs from Castlegar and it wrote Mark, and a good score, a snapshot really, with a great score.
111 to 11 points. I haven't noticed any changes from either team with the start of the second half as well. If we pick one out, we will confirm for you in a couple of moments. A scramble in the middle of the park. Carnmore know this is the time now they can really try and put the boot down and get a bit of advantage. Cathal Joyce wins the free for Castlegar, the far side of the field, and it'll be a chance for them and for Rhys Craven in particular to get themselves back in the game.
Facing into a strong breeze now. Don't know if he has the range for this. Could drop in around the square now.
This is what he's going to test himself on anyway. He'll be confident with some of the efforts he had in the first half. If he puts this over, this will give him a massive lift. It will give Castlegar a massive lift. Well, he had the range and he puts it over the bar. Excellent score by Rhys Craven. Back to a 2-point ball game.
Oh, yeah, great score. Long way out, actually, just inside his own 65.
His own 65 against the wind. It's Castlegar 12 points. Carnmore 111. Carnmore with the ball. Cormac Feeney was growing in influence before half time. Paddy Bradbury takes the ball there. You can see the yellow boots of number 9, Ciara McDonough, who has come on the field for the second half. He didn't start the game, so we confirm who he's come on for in a bit. It's not Charlie Healy anyway, he's still in the field of play. Ball goes down in towards the attack. A good defending there by Barry Higgins, but only as far as Keeganelli. He might have another goal. This is the number 12, this is Derek King. Just can't find a way inside. And Carnmore have done, well, every time you think they've overturned the ball, they don't. Brendan Fox with possession, wearing number 9. Needs some support. Carnmore playing with the ball, but maintaining control. Eventually it's given away though, and Garage King pushes up the field for Castlegar. Sends the ball in towards space. He's hoping that Derek King will get on this. And again, Barry Higgins doing everything he can to get a touch with the hurl.
Fairness, commitment is great from both sides, but a lot of scrappy hurling there for the last minute or two.
Yeah, it's like anything too. The mistakes are being made, but they're throwing the hurls in very, very quickly, being brave. Tomas Higgins with the ball for Carnmore. Offloads it across the 65-metre line.
Good
shoulder into Ben Morley. A good shoulder, says Johnny Kelly. Castlegar will think so as well. And eventually they win the free through Jack Wall. Oh. And a bit of afters there.
Carroll's going to back to throw it in, yeah. It's good refereeing by Carroll. He let a good shoulder go and then Ben pulled for which was a free. Now he's thrown the ball in for a little bit of dissent.
But it's also been a very fluid hurling game, but it is a final. I suppose in age was going to come into it at some stage. Hopefully nothing untoward happens or we lose any players from something silly, but the magnitude of the occasion, I suppose, is starting to get to a few of them out there.
Of course, and I could see Castlegar well fired up for the second half, and they needed something to give them a great and you know, turnover again there. So the intensity has ramped up a bit, so yeah, it's good to see that too.
Good to see that there as well. It's going to be Rhys Craven to take the free for Castlegar. And this is inside his own 65-metre line. He's gotten one from distance already. Reece Craven, great ball, says a Castlegar supporter, batted down there. There's somebody there kicking Ellie's there. So is Michael Casey. He's worse number 14. Carnmore have the defenders back again. And this time it's Jack McAdam that wins the free.
In fairness, it broke around the square there, and Carnmore, to their credit, were back really quick and smothered any danger.
He smothered the danger indeed. I'm just looking to see, is Conor Scott still out there for Castlegar? He might be our missing player from the half-time change. I've seen Kieran McDonough come onto the field. Mark Grealish restarts the action. Good drive down the field. Carnmore 1-11, Castlegar 12 points. Castlegar with the ball again up towards the 65-metre line, and Kieran McDonough, the high challenge, wins the free.
Yeah, and in fairness to Castlegar, they're getting on top of their half-back line there again. They're winning all of the possession here, and another free here for Reece.
Another free for Reece, and there will be a Carnmore substitution as well in just a couple of moments. Reece Craven will get the chance to go for the free first. Just to bring it back to a 1-point ball game. Delicately poised. This under-20A1 hurling final. Looks like, is that going to go left? It has left. Tails to the left on that occasion, and Carnmore now might get their chance. But not just yet. They've decided to play on. Garage King with a touch for Castlegar. They'll need his leadership there in the second half. Kieran McDonough didn't start the game, the number 9. With the ball, moves up towards the 65-metre line, passes it. Paddy Bradbury, first touch let him down. Brian O'Brien is there. Yep. And Brian O'Brien, the red helmet, wins the free for Castlegar. Reece Craven's getting plenty of opportunities to practice shooting from this distance.
I think that's 4 frees now on the trot. And Castlegar, to be fair, are breaking out of the challenges and are asking questions of Carnmore, winning frees. Probably needs to get this one now. The last 2 going to win the begging.
Yeah, all these chances won't keep presenting themselves, you would feel. So Reece Craven to have another go. Goes for a shot at the post. It's gone over the bar. Reece Craven gets the score in the 7th minute of the second half, and it's 13 points to 111.
Yeah, I think Carnmore need to slow down the puck out. They're taking them very quick. There's one in space here.
All breaks in the space there now, and Carnmore have possession. It looks like Cormac Feeney wins the free.
Good free. Well executed puck out, in fairness to Mark Grealish. Carnmore drifted over to this side of the stand side of the field and left a gap on the other side, and a one-on-one battle and possession gained. Really important turn.
Mark Collins will get his chance to go for his first score off the second half. He got 7 in the opening period, including 1 from play. Jamie Gervin with 1-1, including the goal that we didn't credit him for at the time. Niall Feeney and Ben Morley also on target. We'll run through the Castlegar scores for you in a bit. We'll watch Mark Collins here first. Carnmore just want to maintain that advantage on the scoreboard. And now you can see the flag shaking as Mark Collins goes for the shot, puts the ball over the bar. And there's 2 points between them again. Nearly 8 minutes gone in the second half, and it's 112 to 13 points.
No trajectory on the free, but just over the crossbar.
Just over the crossbar.
Sub in here for Carnmore.
And there's the substitution coming on for Carnmore that we were telling you about. Lee Murray is the man. And the round of applauses there are for the midfielder Dean Spellman. And again the ball going short. Not dealt with. But Castlegar do manage to hold the ball back. Jack Wall up the left. Sean Mulhare, where's number 4? That's won by Carnmore. It's won by Tomas Higgins. Sean Mulhare back to mop up, but only gets as far as the 45-metre line. Already there, Lee Murray, the substitute, getting involved in the action. Charlie Healy, number 17, in the mix there, trying to drive it like a running maul in rugby, but he's going backwards, looking for support. He decides to get this back to the goalkeeper, Oisin O'Connell. Let's not forget, Oisin O'Connell made a couple of important saves at the early stages of this game. Down the field, Oisin O'Connell, of course, a minor hurling goalkeeper for Galway this year. Owen Collins out to the right. Tomas Higgins down the right. This is good by Carnmore. Mark Lane just didn't get the touch in it. He got their 1 score in the second half before the latest free by Mark Collins. Kieran McDonough, Brian O'Brien, but Carnmore and Mark Collins has the ball. Mark Collins trying to find a way inside. Castlegar defenders are keeping tight. The referee's pointing and happy enough what's going on. The ball was touched on the ground. Carnmore get their free in the end.
Castlegar, free in.
Okay.
Yeah, he's going to Carnmore.
In fairness to Carol Wade, he had a good look at it there, which got a few supporters were shouting for a free sooner, but it wasn't coming. But eventually Castlegar touched the ball on the ground.
I think all that phase of play, there was a lot of... Look, in fairness, there's great endeavour from both sides, but there's also some scrappy play. I think the short puck out hasn't worked for Castlegar. It has on occasions, but primarily they've got turned over, and it's benefited of Carnmore.
So Mark Collins now outside the 45-metre line, looking for his 9th of the day. Takes the free, puts the ball over the bar. 10 minutes gone in the second half. There's 3 points between the teams. 113 to 13 points.
Castlegar have Michael Casey out now on the far side. Puck was going to him.
So Oisin O'Connell, the man, sent it down there. They need to get their number 14 in the play. I think it touched a touch off the Carnmore defender back for Owen Collins. Owen Collins is all right. Send it across the field. Tomas Higgins will usually be the target. That's a great take in the air by Jack Wall for Castlegar. Moving down the left-hand side of the field. Gets the pass inside. But Niall Feeney with the interception. Play continues on. Gives it back to Tomas Higgins. We're going back for the high challenge in Niall Feeney. It'll be interesting to see will Mark Collins have a go. This is the Mark wanted the ball straight away. And this is his opportunity now to bring this to double digits.
Yeah, great catch initially by Jack Wall, but unfortunately a misplaced hand pass into midfield, and again that man Niall Feeney, good interception and wins the free for Mark.
So Mark Collins just inside the broken halfway line that's used in football now. Nearly 11 minutes gone in the second half. This to put a bit of distance between them, put a couple of scores anyway. Mark Collins with the free. It's going to be close. It's good. It's gone over the bar. Mark is not missing at the moment. And Carnmore in control. 11 minutes gone in the second half. The number 11 gets another point. Carnmore won 14. Castlegar 13 points.
Yeah, top class free taker, and it's really important in the modern game.
Down the field again. Castlegar looking for a break. Michael Casey has it on this occasion. Gives it to Charlie Healy. Charlie Healy out to the left to Jack Wall, the captain. Jack with the shot, but it's going to go across the goal. He disappointed with that. Never a straightforward effort, but they could have done with a score. And Carnmore down the field again, down in towards Cormac Feeney country. Garage King trying to hold them off there as well, but Carnmore applying the pressure. This is one by Cathal Joyce. Cathal Joyce up towards the 45-metre line, gives it to Sean Moran. They offloaded in towards the 65, and now it's with Kieran McDonough. Kieran McDonough on the move here for Castlegar. Goes past the 45-metre line. Can he give it a space to go himself for a score? And it's a good score for Castlegar. A much-needed score by Castlegar. Kieran McDonough with the run. 114 to 14 points.
Yeah, and again, a really quick cook-out from Mark Grealish that was into space, but Castlegar overturned it, and the consequence was Castlegar break up the field and a great score. Going short here now.
Will that point by the Cala Sanchez or more student be enough? Mark Grealish. Long ball down the field. Batted down. Sean Mulhare, the yellow helmet, takes possession. Gives it to Sean Moran. Up towards the 45-metre line, Sean Moran moving the legs. Again, they want to get into the middle. Kieran McDonough. I thought he was going to go for the shot first, but he sends it down towards the corner in the direction of Kilkenny. But the race is won on that occasion by Dylan O'Connell. Dylan O'Connell for Carnmore. Finds a teammate. Up to the 45-metre line. Niall Feeney. He's put under pressure there. The ball goes out over the line. That'll be a Castlegar ball.
Kieran McDonough has done quite well since he came in. He's got on a good bit of possession in midfield and good score there a moment ago.
He has indeed. Big score as well. And thought about go for another one. Reece Craven sends it down towards the left corner. And Castlegar had another score. Didn't happen for Keane Corcoran on that occasion. Ryan Flaherty takes the ball, wins the free. And Carnmore get the reprieve. 43 minutes and a half gone here in Duggan Park, Ballinasloe. This broadcast brought to you on Galway GATV in association with Stream Sport and Galway Bay FM. The Under-20A1 Hurling Final for 2025 as Mark Grealish lumps the ball down towards the attack. Carnmore want to maintain this 3 or 4 point advantage, but Sean Mulhare has other ideas for Castlegar. However, Jamie Gerwin with the ball. He hasn't got it, but Tomas Higgins does. Tomas Higgins tries to go inside two players.
Free out.
Throw ball in the end, the free out. Thought he might have the charge as well, but either way. Oisin O'Connell
standard has dipped a little bit in the last 5 minutes after a really good opening to the first half. It's just tailed off a bit, but it'll pick up again.
No doubt we just hit that stage now, I suppose, where players in the field realise what's at stake. Long ball down towards Michael Casey, Ryan Flaherty there as well. Castlegar have the ball. And the free is won. I think it was Keith Kennelly, the man that went to ground.
Yeah.
Actually, it was Charlie Healy.
Bring it back to a 2-point game. Yeah, still all to play for.
Keeping it within one score and anything is possible. Rhys Craven. Carnmore will be bringing another sub on shortly. Ian Flaherty's warming up. We'll watch Rhys Craven go over the post. He puts the ball over the bar exactly on the 3/4 mark. Castlegar get the point, and it's 15 points to 114. Mark Grealish has played some quick ones over the course of the game. This time sends it long. Dispute over the line ball. And we're having the substitution. So Ian Flaherty is on the field to play for Carnmore. And it looks like number 5, Jack McAdam, will be the man going off.
Yeah.
Mark Collins with the shot.
Yep.
And Mark Collins puts the ball over the bar. Carnmore gets the score.
Good to see a score from play after a number of frees for both sides in the last 5 minutes.
So it's 3 points between the teams again. 115 to 15 points. Carnmore in control. Oisin O'Connell down the field. Still plenty of time for Castlegar. Jack Wall tried to take it up, but it's won by Ben Morley. Every decision being argued now. Kieran McDonough on the move for Castlegar. Goes towards the 45-metre line again, looking for the space. There was a little touch there. I don't know if Brendan Fox was the man that knocked him off his pat. Niall Feeney has the ball now for Carnmore. Down the field, bit of space opened up here, but falls with Tomas Higgins. He thought about the shot first time, he'll go for the shot second time. Tomas Higgins with the shot, puts the ball over the bar. There's 4 between them again. Carnmore keeping Castlegar at arm's length.
Yeah, and great feat from Niall Feeney again. Like he's a really classy hurler on the ball, steps out of trouble really well and gives a good delivery, and a brilliant score from Tomas Higgins.
Castlegar are making a change. Michael Bradbury is on the field to play, number 18. Played out the far side of the field. Derek King, the man that's gone off, not too happy he was either. Carnmore with possession. 65-metre line, flicks it forward in direction to Tomas Higgins. Garage King in there battling number 6 for Castlegar. Trying to bring it up towards the 65-metre line. The rolling ruck at the moment. Referee blows the whistle. So Carroll Wade to restart the action. Carnmore 116, Castlegar 15 points. And again, there was about half a dozen Castlegar jerseys in there. And none of them have managed to take the ball yet. Carnmore have the ball. And now to the possession with Cormac Feeney out in the left. And Cormac Feeney gets the score. There was so much going on there in a couple of moments, but Cormac Feeney gets the point. 5 points between the times. 117 to 15 points. We'll just see what Castlegar do here first as Jack Wall sends the ball in towards the attack. They need to get something out of this, you would feel. But Carnmore is starting to sweep up now. Niall Feeney. Down towards the attack. Down towards Cormac. The Feeneys on the ball. Cormac just caught his mind caught between 2 places. He was trying to be unselfish, send it in. Jamie Gervin is there though, he might get something out of this, yes. Carnmore senses the titles within reach. Jamie Gervin just can't get inside. Charlie Healy did well there for Castlegar. Gives the pass out to Cathal Joyce. Cathal Joyce down the field, but Owen Collins is, well, he should be able to deal with this. He hasn't, very few mistakes he's made. Castlegar had the ball, and the free is won.
Couple of half chances there for Carnmore and to push it out to 6 points, and it ultimately ends up with a free to Castlegar, which will bring it back to 4. So
because
bit of a let off for Castlegar.
The question I was going to ask you, Johnny, before all that passage is played, is how significant that last score was for Carnmore. Castlegar have a player down off screen, and it might be a cramp, but we'll watch Rhys Craven there to bring it back to 4 points. And Rhys Craven doesn't disappoint. He gets the score just over 10 minutes to go. It's 117 to 16 points.
Yeah, 2 point swing really there.
2 point swing. Castlegar will have another sub coming on shortly. The Castlegar player that was on the ground is back on his feet, though. Ian Egan is out there to just have a check. I think it's Sean Mulhare in a bit of distress, but he's continuing on. Garage King brings the ball out, wins the free. Castlegar could get the next score again, bring it back to 3.
Good play by Garage. Strong in the air and wins his free.
He's a leader in the defence, as his own Collins, the other side of the field for Carnmore. Garage King sends it down towards the attack, looking for Rhys Craven. Rhys Craven flicks it along the ground, hoping it'll work out towards Michael Bradbury. Not long on the field for Castlegar. Getting the battle there for possession. Carnmore have been winning the majority of them, but it's Castlegar with the shot on that occasion. And goes across the goal to the wide. And I think we're going to have another Castlegar change. They have a couple of players lined up, but it's Jared Keane that will come on this occasion with just 9 minutes of normal time remaining. Actually, they're going to have the 2 substitutions.
Robert Rock.
Robert Rock is the man. So we'll see the 2 coming off in a moment. And definitely one of them is Sean Mulhare. Certainly didn't look right because they made that decision very, very quickly. I think Keegan is the other player that's coming off for Castlegar. One last throw of the dice, 9 minutes to go. The air feels calm here, even though there is a bit of a breeze, and it's favouring Carnmore. As you said, Johnny, the bite of it just went out for a bit, but no doubt in the next couple of minutes somebody's going to have the sticker twist.
Yeah, well, 10 minutes to go now. Castlegar will need to pull something out of the fire now. They need to get the next score or 2.
Mark Grealish with a long ball down, looking for Mark Collins. Was a flick there by Jack Wall. An important one it was for Castlegar because it allows him to move the field. Keane Corcoran to Paddy Bradbury. Paddy Bradbury sends it down in towards the corner, trying to find a way inside. The ball went out over the line. Barry Higgins doing enough to put off the attack on that occasion. It's still a Castlegar ball. Keane Corcoran, Galway under 15 in 2021, a minor in 2023. Is he going to have a pop at the post, or will he try and find someone in a better position? 8 minutes remaining.
Good ball in.
It's a good ball in. Owen Collins got a touch, didn't get into their hand, but Ryan Flaherty was there. Was the brother Connor, Galway goalkeeper, doing Mir Ishker. He's here anyway in the blue bib. Aina Flaherty gives the pass off for Mark Collins. Mark Collins from play. Puts it over the bar. It's another score that strengthens the hold that Carnmore have in this game. 118 to 16 points.
Really good play from Aina Flaherty. A hard ball to take. One possession off. Didn't take the shot off. Loaded the mark and a great score.
Oisin O'Connell, the goalkeeper for Castlegar, sends it down the field. Knocked down. Castlegar won't panic. There's still plenty of time. Rhys Craven gives the pass to Paddy Bradbury. Paddy Bradbury across, but Niall Feeney with the touch. Mark Collins there as well. It's Niall Feeney out towards the right to Tomas Higgins. And Tomas will move up the field. Goes the ground. Play continues on.
Tough call.
Tough call against Carnmore it was. Jack Wall in the red helmet on your screen. You can see there Dean Spellman, the Carnmore number 8, glued to the action. He's played his part in this match. Jack Wall down the field. What way is this going to go? Charlie Healy is there. Just couldn't get control of the ball. It's a free out. Carnmore get the break.
Yeah, it's that 9-9 Feeney there again. Anything that breaks around the ground, he's down here injured. Breaking it up, just about picking it up and wins his free again.
There's been a lot of players for Carnmore that have stepped up in this game. Matthew Conroy.
It's getting to that stage now that Castlegar are probably looking for a goal. Probably overplaying a little bit around the middle third when they've opportunity to put it in around the square. Maybe they could do with pushing up and have a little bit more support from Michael Casey around that area, around the full forward line.
Yeah, Carnmore will feel they're 1 or 2 scores away from sealing the deal here. Yeah. And Mark Collins fancies having a go with this. It's going to travel. It's going to travel. And it's not travelled on target. It's just fallen out to the right as we have to change. And it's Matthew Conroy that's going to come on for Carnmore. Just over 5 minutes to go. He's wearing number 21.
And in fairness to Carnmore right now, they're doing the right thing. They're conceding the puck out to Castlegar, so if they go short, they have to work it out. But if Castle go long, they have the bodies back, Carnmore.
Looks like Brendan Fox is the player that's going off. Carnmore taking off their 2 midfielders in the game. Back there is Mark Lynn, the captain. Will he be lifting the trophy shortly? Down the right, Mark Collins. Mark Collins moves forward, all the two collided. Play continues on. Nothing untoward about that. Right in front of us here in the dugout, it's Niall Feeney. We're just talking about Niall. Niall's on the move. Niall Feeney on the move there. Tried to pull the trigger. Jack Wall might have gotten the hook in there. Play continues on. Carnmore still have control of the ball, but Castlegar desperately fighting. Charlie Healy did well on that occasion. And this is Robert Rock with the ball. Ball was the ground. And it's going to be a free.
I say on the balance of play, Carnmore probably deserved that free. And it looks like Mark again. Tight angle here now, so.
Tight angle there.
For Carnmore.
So Mark Collins will watch this free there first. So Mark Collins will take this free. And this to put 6 between them. Out on the right. 4 minutes to go. Mark Collins takes the free. Jack Wall did everything to put him off, and he was successful on that occasion.
Yeah, probably a bit too close to Mark when he used the free, to be fair.
So 5 points between them. 3.5 minutes to go. Johnny will be getting you to think about your player of the match. Yep. We won't announce it. That'll come up with the presentation afterwards, but we just pass it on to the powers that be. Keane Corcoran with the ball. Sends it across the field. 2 midfielders staying there. Paddy Bradbury is one of them. Mark Lynn got in the way. And Lee Murray did what he had to do.
Only 2 Carnmore players inside their own 60, inside the 65 here as the forward line. They've really retreated and defending in numbers.
So it's going to be a free out for Carnmore. Owen Collins to take this. And this inside his own 40 metre, with the 40 metre arc. Was not being used for the hurling, but it's still a good marker nonetheless. Owen Collins sending the ball down towards the opposing goal. It's going to drop short. An important touch there. Carnmore still have the ball, looking for the support, looking for the 1 or 2 scores to wrap this up. Mark Collins with the shot. It's gone wide. They're just not putting them away, Johnny.
Just leaving Castlegar in it, but I'd say they have enough done at this stage. Unless Castlegar can score a goal in the next minute.
It could be coming down to that. Indeed, I'd say it's down to that now. The Castlegar will need a goal. 118 to 16 points. Jamie Gervin, the man that did get the goal in the first half. The free has been won. And it's going to be a free in for Carnmore.
Yeah. This should Mark just take his time on this one now. He doesn't need to rush it. Make sure the score should be enough for Carnmore.
So I'll just get you to circle who your man of the match is there, Johnny, just while we're waiting for the free. And we'll go through the players that have impressed for both teams in a moment. So Mark Collins getting ready to take the free. Mark Collins with the free. And it's gone over the bar. 6 between them. Just over a minute to go. And it's now 119 to 16 points.
3 minutes injury time.
3 minutes of injury time have been played. So we'll watch the action here as well. We might hold on another moment or so as we see what Carnmore do with this. It's going to break down for Cormac Feeney, but it's won on that occasion by Robert Rock. Up the left here now, and this is Kieran McDonough. Kieran McDonough on the move. And it's Niall Feeney again going to ground. So Niall Feeney wins the free.
Yeah, excellent play again by Niall Feeney. Some great displays there from Carnmore around. I think, to be fair, Mark Collins has been excellent on frees and play. Really great leader up front. Owen Collins, the centre back, has been excellent. Moss Higgins in the half forward line. Niall Feeney excellent in the half back line.
I can tell Carnmore supporters watching us that Colin Fahey will get on to sample the occasion at the closing moments. The lights are on in Duggan Park and Ballinasloe. We'll have floodlight fever for the second game coming up here in Galway GATV. But watch Mark Collins with the shot, and it goes out to the left and wide. Just the last couple of moments, they're not going over them, but they're just enough. As you said, Johnny, Castlegar need a goal. We said 3 minutes, there's 2.5 minutes to go in this game. They probably need 2.
Exactly, yeah. And they needed to come really straight away now. Here's Owen Collins again. He's had a great game at centre back for Carnmore. Yeah,
the two half backs in particular have really worked very, very well. As you mentioned, Mark Collins in attack. A few other players working hard here to creating the work rate, particularly has got them over the line.
Yeah, they've dropped back really well now. They're compact at the back. Like, there is no space for Castlegar to work the ball out. Like, they should see it out. Carnmore. It's really difficult for Castlegar to break the line. Kieran McDonough again, since he came in, he's really taken the guy to as often as possible to Carnmore as possible.
He has had a big influence in the second half there as well. He's won the free, well, himself or Paddy Bradbury won the free, and it's going to be a free out in the left. And it actually was Garage King who pushed forward there. Just our vantage point just covered a little bit, but this is Garage King. I can just about make out he sends one in towards the house. Of course, anything here will do. And it's one of the substitutes. I think it's Matthew Conroy that managed to get the ball away. Castlegar still in possession. They're trying to work the goal. They're aware now they need to get 1 or 2 goals, probably 2. Garage King out in the left goes for the shot, and it goes out for the 65. Mark Grealish making the save. I don't know if it would have hit the target, Johnny, but he couldn't take the chance.
No, he didn't. And in fairness, Carnmore had enough bodies there to just about smother that. Like, the ball did break, and there was a half chance for Castle there at the moment. But I'd say this is the last chance to do in here, to drop one in and see can they get something from this.
I think Carnmore might have made their change there as well, and they have. Tomas Higgins is coming off. Colin Fahey is on. Castlegar had the shot. Garage King again trying to get the goal. There's plenty of bodies in there looking for a way, and Charlie Healy will have a goal. It's gone over the bar. Not what he wanted. He wanted low. It's a point for Castlegar, and it's back to 119 to 17 points.
To 5-point game, yeah.
So much.
I'd say Mark will slow this one down now. There's no need to rush this puck out.
So much happened there at the closing moments. Mark Grealish restarts the action. We're inside the final minute of normal time. Carnmore 119, Castlegar 17 points. And this is an opportunity. Cormac Feeney, another deserves a mention for his efforts.
Case. Did he give it?
No, it's
he gave it free and he didn't, so he's let it go.
No, he's let it go. Again, Castlegar, there's a glimmer of hope. There's always a chance. Remember, it's at least 3 minutes. It's not 3 minutes on the button. If Castlegar get a goal, anything is possible. They've won a free. Garage King seems to be enjoying himself further up the field. Keane Corcoran, now number 11 on your screen. Going to drop it in towards the house. Who'll get the touch in that? I think
Owen Collins.
Owen Collins was there, but has he got the ball? The referee's blowing the final whistle. It's all over. And Carnmore are the Castle Group Galway under 20A1 hurling champions for 2025. They might have seen the headlights in the closing moments, but they had the work done. They kept their goal safe. Johnny Kelly, your overall thoughts of the match?
Yeah, obviously they were the better team on the day. So as I said, great displays all around. Probably could have put the game out of sight a little bit more, had a couple of wides there towards the end. Castlegar tried really hard. I suppose they probably over-relied on Rhys Craven, and when that Carnmore half-back line got in top there in the second half, there was only going to be one winner from the one way out. But look, at really well deserved. A great club, Carnmore, as our Castlegar, and have great tradition in Galway, and this is one that didn't savour.
Castlegar had their success last year. I know there'll be little compensation for the players out there today, but in regarding Carnmore, again, they're showing signs of a revival. They have a strong intermediate intermediate team, they're going to be in the mix there as well. This group have been coming through minor very, very well. This is going to be a massive boost for all hurling people in Carnmore.
That's right, and again, it's important that they have that conveyor belt of young players coming through. This is an important win for any club. So for any club that's involved in under 20 championship, to get to a final is one thing, but actually to win it puts credibility in what they've done all year, and again, I'd say this will be one that's be savoured in Carnmore and one that's richly deserved.
What will Castlegar take out of this game? The disappointment of defeat, but Paddy Duggan has done great work with this age group over the last couple of years.
Yeah, that's right. Castlegar are a great club again, and they'll be disappointed with today. Maybe some of their players, as I said, didn't get to the pitch of the game early enough. They were brave right throughout. A couple of missed chances in the first half. Probably the breeze in the first half didn't make enough of that when they had that breeze, their advantage of the breeze in the first half. So again, they lost nothing in defeat. They have a great club there, and I'm sure they'll push on and bring some of those young fellas through to their senior panel over the next year or two.
Now we have the presentation coming up, so we're going to wrap up. Myself and Johnny are going to take a breather. We'll be back not too long for the second live game this evening. So if you want to watch Rahul Newcastle against Michael Cusick, make sure you check it out on Galway GA TV. That is the B final. But for Carnmore, Jamie Gervin with the goal in the first half. Mark Collins doing the business with the scores, and the strong half-back performances have given them a 5-point victory. The results here in the county under 20 A1 hurling final. It finished Carnmore 119, Castlegar 17 points.
CHL Logistics, taking logistics to another level. We take care about transportation for your business. Call us today on 087 6388 730 or email us at info@chl-logistics.ie. CHL Logistics, taking logistics to another level. We take care about transportation for your business. Call us today on 087 6388 730 or email us at info@chl-logistics.ie.
Paddy Bradbury, and Paddy Bradbury sends the ball in down towards the attack. Now this is an opportunity for Castlegar to go for the opening score of the game. It is in respect for the free taker. Mark Collins represented Galway's under 14 back in 2019. Puts the ball, haven't wasted any time, down in towards the attack, looking for Jamie Gervin. Jamie Gervin, the number 14. He's not gone over, is it? And it's of this under 20 A1 hurling final in Galway. Carnmore looking to go 2 points in front, and Mark Collins doesn't disappoint. Even in the white helmet on your screen, goes for the posts. It looks good, it's gone over the bar, and Castlegar get the score. Back to one side of the field. This is good. Keane Corcoran, the man that won the free just beforehand. Did he get enough to get that? He did, because I wasn't too sure about the for Castlegar. Gives it to Jack Wall. Jack Wall is going to go from his own 65-metre line, and the umpire says it's over the bar. Barry Higgins did enough to put him up, but not enough to stop the attack. Keith Kennelly with the shots, and it's gone over the bar. Yep. A pool of players now representing their club at intermediate level. Mark Collins with the free. He puts the ball over the bar. Yep. The sides again will be level for the third time if it goes over the bar. He takes the free. No doubt about it, Johnny. The ball goes over the bar. The red helmet, the red socks, right at the D. Takes the shot, but Castlegar still in possession. Rhys Craven will go for a shot at the posts, and Rhys Craven.
Champions, it's good to you guys. It's one of the Castlegars done really well in the last few years, and I hope that you push on and play out Hurling at the highest level of the Castlegar, and I wish you the best of luck for the rest of the year with your respective teams. To Carnmore, lads, congratulations on a fantastic display. An excellent display, but the goal for last night, particularly the first half, playing to a strong breeze, really set you up to put yourselves in a position to go for her in the second half. I thought that doing massive work on and off the teams, while the finest grounds in the country in terms of facilities, but also in terms of the teams the last few years going from strength to strength. I can see that in all the teams, particularly during the intermediate this year as well. To all the 20s here, I hope that you got a lot out of this, lads, and I hope sincerely that you will push on to play at the top level for Carnmore as well, because that's what it's all about. And with that, I'm going to ask the first of our presentation ceremonies, our man of the match today for Carnmore is number 7, Niall Feely. And with that, I'm going to ask boards to get them up. We'll keep it on over, keep it exciting. So as I said, if you don't keep here in Dublin Park, it's always going to stop coming back. Pitch and savage conditions again, all games are on all year. But look, thanks lads, it's a great condition, and thanks again, and well done. Next is the referee, the linesmen and the umpires. Very tough job to do there against Sable. They did a great job, and no one can blame the whole pitch today. So thanks guys for a very tough job against Sable. Next is Castlegar, look, you know, again, me now, looking hurting for a while, but we won last year and we always doing a great match today. We got a copy today, but look, put it on either way. Look, thank us again, we'll show you each again on the series. Next to our coaches, Aaron, Rowan and Mike Kieran, coming in captain on the way this year. We met last December, we knew we got a chance in the foot, so we'll head all up in the last 2 months, so thanks guys, we're glad to play up these today. I'd also like to thank everyone who put work into this group all the way up. There's a lot of lads that put a lot of time and effort into this group. We won the 6 the whole way up. And one man in particular that I see in there for all the end. So we're going to talk about this. He's had a second Collins and again. 3 times each for the last 7 or 8 years. So well, thanks lads, we appreciate that and all the against us. Next to all our supporters, there's a massive crew out here again today. He definitely got the line there and coach shoot 2 tough over. So just ask him, stick behind us the next 2 years and hopefully more of this to come. Thanks for the fair play.
So we'll get the Carnmore team back onto the pitch, please. We'll take the team photograph with the club. We'll get the Carnmore team, please, back onto the pitch and take the team photograph with the club. I ask all non-players, please, not to go onto the pitch, please. The